Hi there, welcome to Spence-Chapin's Adoption 101 presentation. My name is Stella Gilger-Cook, and I am a social worker and the Associate Director of Outreach at the organization. I encourage you to explore the information on our website about international and domestic program options. I'm excited to have the chance to provide a short overview about what adoption looks like today. Please be sure to go ahead and jot down your questions. You'll have lots of opportunities after this presentation to contact us and discuss your adoption plans. In 2008, Spence-Chapin celebrated our 100th anniversary. In that time, we have placed over 20,000 children into loving, permanent families. As an agency, we believe in supporting the rights of all parties involved in adoption and are proud of our ability to combine years of experience with progressive modern adoption practices. We are a fully accredited, licensed, nonprofit, non-sectarian agency. What all that means is we have the highest skills, we work toward our mission of finding families for children, and we treat each prospective parent with the respect, honesty, and professionalism you deserve. No two families are alike, no two children are alike. Our job is to get to know you, guide you through the process, and match you with a child who will receive the best possible care in your family. Strictly speaking, there are two types of adoption, domestic and international. International adoption involves children around the world being placed with American families. Spence-Chapin maintains adoption programs that align closest with our mission of finding families for the most vulnerable children. We focus our resources on programs that place school-age children, sibling groups, and children with special needs. The Hague Adoption Convention is an international agreement which was established to ensure that inter-country adoptions take place in the best interest of the child. Any family adopting a child born overseas should educate themselves on the treaty, and you can do so at adoption.state.gov. Within domestic adoption, there are three paths to parenthood: independent, agency, and foster adoption. An independent adoption is facilitated by an adoption attorney, while other services, for example, home study, birth parent counseling, and general adoption support, are sought elsewhere. Spence-Chapin provides these services through our Adoption Partnership Program. An agency adoption is fully supported by an accredited agency and includes all relevant adoption services such as adoptive and birth parent counseling, home study, matching with a child, and post-placement support. Foster adoption places children in the public child welfare system with families. Home study, matching with a child, and post-placement are managed by the foster adoption agency. There are two ways to adopt from the U.S. foster care system. First, a family can become licensed foster care parents and open their home to a child who is not legally freed for adoption. If reunification with the birth family is not possible, then the child becomes legally freed for adoption, and foster families are often considered as adoptive families for the child. The second foster adoption path is for families to accept a child who is legally freed and ready to be placed within a family. There are over 100,000 children legally freed for adoption within the foster care system. We often get the question, who can adopt? Married couples, unmarried couples, same-sex couples, single women, and single men can adopt. Families who are already parenting adopt, as do families who are transitioning out of fertility treatments. Families of all income levels, ethnicities, and religions adopt. Truly, the one thing that all adoptive families have in common is that they want to be parents, and from there they are as diverse as the kids themselves. Of course, that doesn't mean it's always easy to adopt. While the landscape of adoption is changing, the changes are happening slowly. This means that heterosexual couples and single women may have more program options, while we have to work a little harder to advocate for same-sex couples, single men, and gay individuals to form their families through adoption. Spence-Chapin is committed to advocating that a wider pool of families always be considered when seeking to provide a stable, loving home for a child who needs one. Overall, it is rare for a family to find that they have no options in moving forward. If you are committed to parenting and feel that you have been called to provide a child with unconditional love and understanding, then we can help navigate this process with you. So let's talk about the kids who are waiting for families. The current focus of international adoption is on the placement of school-age children, sibling groups, and children of all ages with identified medical needs. Spence-Chapin is committed to finding families for the children waiting in Bulgaria, Colombia, and South Africa. In domestic adoption, there are children of every age waiting for families. The majority of these children are over the age of 8. There are also many waiting siblings who need to be adopted together. The children represent the racial diversity of the American population, and every adoptive family needs to consider their ability to become a transracial family.